Hey guys, Raymond Kidwell with Prophecy Society, and I'm not here to insult or complain. I'm just here to explain and to get things done. Now, I'd like to buy a house, a nice home. I need people to live in it with me. I'd like to start a business or two. I need people to work the business with me. I'd like to go out and have a good time. I need people to go out and have a good time with me. But I need people who have my back, who are going to work with me. I would easily join a church or Freemasons or some other group, but every group that I've went to is catered to the loser. And they have low expectations out of their people, and they're working at a very low level. As an example, if I go to a church, they claim that we're all weak, we can't do it without Jesus, and you give your money to a leader and follow a leader. They're not working together to start a business or really accomplish anything in life. And they're not going to have each other's back. If someone punches me in the face, my family members will say, "What'd you do to deserve it?" You know, they'll kick me when I'm down. If I go to a church and I have church friends and someone punches me in the face, they'll tell me to turn the other cheek and let someone punch the other side of my jaw and tell me let Jesus handle it or something. You know, they're not really helping me be a winner. They're not helping me be successful. So that's why I formed my own group. I don't have any kind of an ego or any desire to be a leader or anything like that. I need a group that has certain characteristics, and I couldn't find one, so I created it. And that's what the initiation process is about. It's just explaining my expectations. I expect you to show up on time. If you say you're going to be somewhere at 5 o'clock, be somewhere at 5 o'clock. I expect you to have a can-do attitude. I expect you to deal honestly with other people. You know, and that's mainly you're learning the culture of the group and the expectations. And you can explain what you expect out of me, and I explain what I expect out of you over a period of time. If it works out, we can work together. So the biggest problem is, you know, if I was rich or my parents were rich or I graduated from Harvard University, I'm sure I'd be around smart, successful people who are confident and strong and tough and who can work together to win at life. But being in the working class, being poor, almost everybody's weak and docile and submissive and a bad attitude, and low IQ is a very big factor here, low intelligence. And it's hard to find people that are smart or that have high expectations out of you. As an example, when I was in middle school, I had the highest grades out of anyone in my class. Not just my class, but in the math class, you know, the teacher had 4 different classes that she taught, and I had higher test grades than anyone in any of the classes. That's, you know, over 100 people. And instead of praising me as being very smart and very good at math, the teacher failed me. It's just, "Oh, you didn't show your work." You know, they expect you to be a loser, and they see what they expect to see. It's the same thing. You can go to work and do twice as much work as the boss, and they're still going to say, "Can you go a little faster?" Because people see what they expect to see. They expect everyone to be a loser. And it's just like you can go to a church or whatever, they see weakness everywhere because that's what's normal. You know, it's very abnormal to be smart or strong or successful in this environment. And that's the thing. I could make $100,000 in a real estate deal if I had 2 or 3 people to help chip in and do it with me. Whereas working hard all day, I only make $15,000 a year. You know, I could make a lot more money working with my friends than I could working at these jobs flipping burgers or whatever. And the other problem is I frequently deal with a lot of crime. Like I go to college, I go to a community college, I pass all my tests, pass all my classes, and they block me from taking my last class. It's hard for me to sue the school or bring pressure on them when I'm just by myself. Even though there's other students that are victims, they're weak and submissive and they put their tail between their legs. My family doesn't back me up. "Oh, what'd you do to deserve it? I'm sure you're a failure like me. I'm a loser, so you gotta be one too." That makes me look weak. You know, perception is everything. When, you know, let's say I get in a fight with someone. Well, I don't fight them. They attack me or they vandalize my property or something. And I call the cops. And they have their whole family out there backing them up, all their friends making up some fake story. "Oh, I didn't vandalize anything." And I call my family up. "Can you back me up on this?" "No, you probably deserved it. What'd you do to deserve getting punched in the face? What'd you do to deserve to have your car keyed," or something like that. You know, they would act like that. When your friends, family, associates, neighbors, the community you're in, your church or whatever, when they act like losers, it makes you a loser. When you work with losers, it makes you a loser. So if you have certain characteristics, it makes sense to meet other people. You know, birds of a feather flock together. It makes sense to gather with people similar to you. They don't have to be exactly the same, but they need to be in the same ballpark, you know, the same league as you. And that's what I'm looking for. You know, I tend to have a high IQ. I tend to be confident and successful in things I do, but individually, I could be the hardest worker in a store, but if they treat you like a loser, I'm still going to fail. You know, I need people to start my own business with and things like that. So hopefully you understand what I'm doing here. If you're interested, we can work together, and I will do anything I can to help you. If you can just provide that service to me of being a winner that has my back, someone that has a similar mentality, similar attitude as myself, and a similar intelligence. Now, amazingly, I've been contacted by about 100 people that want to join this group, and none of them are compatible. About 2 or 3 of them were cool people who were successful, had their own little business or whatever going on, but we just weren't completely compatible. But the vast majority of people, they write me, the words are misspelled, the grammar's bad, they insult and complain constantly. They want to know, oh, how are you going to make all this money or something. Read the website. They never read the website. So I'm just repeating myself over and over again. And they just seem like low IQ losers, and they just insult me and complain. And I tell them, hey, can you meet with me and we'll get to know each other? They don't want to do that. I say, I need you to do a background check. They don't want to do that. So it's really not about quantity, it's about quality. It's about meeting a specific type of person. So thank you for your time.